Path of Exile 2 can feel overwhelming for new players, but don't worry, today I'll guide you through 10 tips to make your journey through the game smoother and way more fun. Keep in mind that I'm also a new player to the ARPG genre, and these are some tips that I consider useful and I've used on my playthroughs. Let's dive right in. Tip number 1. Choose a class that is fun for you. The first and most important tip. Pick a class that you will enjoy playing. Path of Exile 2 offers diverse playstyles, from smashing enemies with brute force to casting devastating spells. If you're not sure where to start, try a melee or a range class that feels intuitive. Remember, the best class is the one that you'll have the most fun playing. Personally, I started with a warrior, however, I've quickly swapped to a sorceress since I felt like the sorceress suited my playstyle a lot more. So, don't be afraid to experiment a little bit and find the best class for you. Tip number 2. Don't hoard currency in the early game. Don't be afraid to use your currency early on. Many players hoard valuable items like chaos or alchemy orbs, but these are meant to help you progress. Use them to upgrade your gear and keep your character strong enough to handle the challenges ahead. Don't worry about the currency while you're still in the campaign. Trust me, you'll get plenty in the endgame. Tip number 3. Focus on movement speed, especially in the early game. Movement speed is king in the early game. Look for boots with at least 10% movement speed and prioritize upgrading them as you level. Faster movement means quicker farming and easier dodging in the tough fights. While you progress to the endgame, try to increase your movement speed on the boots to at least 30%. Tip number 4. Identify items before selling. Always identify items before selling them, especially while in the campaign. Rare gear can have powerful stats that boost your survivability or damage. Plus, identifying items can reveal valuable mods you didn't expect. Tip 5. Learn to trade with other players. Trading is a core part of Path of Exile. If you're struggling to find upgrades, you can trade with other players to get the gear you need. Use the official trade site or the in-game currency exchange NPCs to search for items and make trades. I will leave the link to the official trade website on the description down below. Also, let me know in the comments if you want me to make a trading guide and how we can use the trading tool efficiently. Now going to the next tip, number 6. Focus on completing quests and objectives. Don't skip quests. Many quests reward you with extra skill points or powerful stats that are essential for your progression. Always prioritize completing your quest objectives before grinding. Also, open your map and look for the icons that have a plus on them. Those are objectives that will grant you bonuses or skill points. Tip number 7. Stick to one main skill early. I know it's tempting to try every skill gem you find, but early on it's better to focus on one main skill. Invest in its support gems to make it as powerful as possible. These will help you clear faster and stay efficient. For example, take a look at my build. My most powerful skill is the lightning arrow, a skill that you can literally pick from level 1. However, combined with good support gems and other passive skills, it deals outstanding damage. Tip number 8. Pay attention to resistances. Resistances are crucial for surviving in Path of Exile 2. Fire, cold, lightning and chaos resistances should be as close to 75 as possible. Gear and crafting can help you fill in the gaps, so always check your character stats. Jumping to tip number 9. Balance offense and defense. Don't go all in on damage. A good balance will keep you alive while still letting you clear enemies efficiently. Prioritize life and your character's main defense stat along with resistances and damage stats on your gear. Keep in mind that Path of Exile 2 is not like the other games in which the only thing that matters is the damage. In order to be the most efficient and to be consistently alive in this game, you'll have to invest in your defense as well. And the last tip for today is learn to read enemy mechanics. Path of Exile's 2 enemies have more detailed mechanics, so take your time to learn their attack patterns. Dodging big telegraph attacks can be the difference between victory and the quick death. This will also help you farm certain bosses more consistently, since it will be easier to predict their attacks. I know that we have plenty of builds at the moment that can easily one-shot the bosses, however, keep in mind that the game devs said that they want to make the fights more impactful and to be a little bit longer. That said, learning all the moves will have a big impact on the long run. And there you have it. These 10 beginner tips will set you on the path of mastering Path of Exile 2. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe and leave a comment with your favorite tip or any questions you might have. Thanks for watching and see you guys next time.